Good evening, friends and fellow mediators. We, on behalf of Tamil Nadu Mediators and Conciliators Association, once again welcome you all for the second part of the talk show on community and court mediation in Bangladesh. Our guest speaker, Judge Mr. Mohammad Abdul Halim, well known as Judge Halim, is a renowned ADR specialist and a trainer. He is the chairman of Bangladesh International Mediation and Arbitration Center, BIMAC. Presently, he is the District and Sessions Judge for Anti-Terrorism Tribunal, Chottagram, Bangladesh. Sir, in continuation from our last session, we would be delighted to know more on the aspect of mediation from our neighboring country, Bangladesh. Sir, please.
Now I'm coming to community mediation. Everyone here knows what is community mediation, but to me, community mediation is nothing but the process bringing to the community. It's a community mediation, bringing mediation to the specific community. Now, for example, what is happening now, right? You have a mediation center, so people have to find out where is the mediation center. But community mediation is not like that. The mediation center goes to the community base, like you have the community center. Okay, so there is a media center is there. Okay, it may function. There is this, so bringing out the mediation to the specific community of the society is like this mediation. But everything is okay. But we will go to the door to door. We will go to the community, doorstep to the community. And if we have some scope to set up a media center in the community center. So people come to here on that locality, so they can easily get us, right? So this is done. Now what is happening? We don't have community mediation in large scale. We don't have. 2 or 3 organizations do this program. It's one is like this Women's Lawyer Association. When I was a student, I saw that there's a Women's Lawyers Association is doing. Again, I'm coming. It's a family matter only. Some needy people go to the Women's Lawyers Association and lodge a complaint. The Women's Lawyers Association summon the counterpart. Sometimes he comes, or sometimes he denies. I'm not coming to you. I'm going to the court. Let her go to the court. The court will take decision. This is the idea, right? Nowadays, some NGOs, some 2 or 3 NGOs are doing, and very recently, the BIMAC is taking a step to do community mediation. Recently, we have some connectivity with the Rotary International. We had a program with Rotary International, right? In the EMW, we are the facilitator presented there like this. So after that, after hearing the speech given by the Mehta, right, the president of the Rotary International, the second day, I talked to the Rotary personnel here. Because I have some knowledge that some members of the Rotary Club have filed some cases in the court for being aggrieved decision given by the president of the club. And I find out that 2 or 3 clubs like this. So I take it in my mind that it is a really problem for being a Rotary Club member to going to the court. And if any injunction is granted by the court, that activities of the Rotary Club will be collapsed. So I conducted so it is an example of community like this, Rotary community. So I give them one club member, a president. I give the advice. So what are you thinking about the litigation? Your members are going to the court. He said, sir, how can I prevent him from going to the court? Nobody can. I mean, no. Yes, there is a process. You can at least for some time being, you can prevent him from going to the court. So how? I advise him just insert a clause in bylaws that if any dispute, right, he has to settle the disputes by adopting the ADR process. If fails, then he go to the court. So he became very astonished. So really, yes, when you have these bylaws, then the your member is binding to follow this bylaw. So when he goes to the court to file a case, if the court sees the bylaws, right, then the court then the court will not take the case because there is a specific provision to settle the case by adopting area process. So he has to exclude this process. So now this idea, several clubs has accepted these ideas. Okay. Now we are going to Bimak is going to another is a community like the fishermen community. Like in our locality, the fishermen, lots of fishermen. They are very needy, very poor people. So sometimes we had set up a center in the fishermen's village with a view to that, with a view to having the idea that the fishermen come here and to relate the people. And Bimak sometimes lots of dispute. We don't charge to the needy people, right? To the needy people, like fishermen, like cobbler, like this. So we have set up some. We have set up some centers for specific centers for these needy people, and this is Bimak is doing. Besides here, today I talked to the BRAC. You know, BRAC is a very large NGO in the world. And I talked to this morning back what is the mediation is going there. They said, sir, okay, we have some program, but it is not a terminal mediation. It's just like this. We have some meeting, but they're doing little bit. They're doing is also it is not mediation process, not conciliation also. Like they do like them, but matter is that they can little bit they can some dispute solve, right? So this is a community-based mediation is going here, and here Bangladesh, not more, 2 or 3 centers are doing. One at Bayak is doing, and one is BIMS. Sharmaji is here. Sharmaji is with BIMS, and I also sometimes I am invited by the BIMS, and I had some programs with BIMS, and Sharmaji was there, like training programs like this. So, but I believe in quality. I believe in quality service. Bimak believes quality in quality. Bimak, we provide training, but not too much training because my thinking is like that. Only we have to create work space at first. We have to create work space. If the people don't know the mediation, how they will come. So we have to at first build a space for mediation and then training because but if I personally believe by getting a certificate from Bimak, if he has no work space, so what will the benefit for him? No benefit at all. I may gain a certificate from IMA or like from here or there, right? But if my country has no scope for mediation, for working for mediation, at the end of the day, we have to earn. What do we say? It is another thing. But at the last, we have to some arm, right? We are advocate, or we are mediators. So Bimak is trying best to create a workspace by creating awareness. And it is very nice to inform you that we raise the voice. Mediation can be a profession. Mediation can be a profession. It is a very fantastic profession in the world. Even I give an example. India is doing very good in mediation industry, and I travel Singapore. Right here, these Indian people are doing the mediation dispute. I visited Thailand, also same. So why not Bangladeshi people? So Bangladeshi people, Bangladeshi students, and Bangladeshi now they are getting interested because we have some clients from abroad also, and people don't know or who can do mediation. Who is the proper person to do mediation? They need mediators. Okay, because Bima has very good response from abroad. You know, non-residential Bangladeshi people. There are lots of Indian in America, Europe, right? Like India, lots of Bangladeshi people are living in India, living in Europe, and also in America. So Bima can catch them. Bima has good connectivity with them, so they respond, right? They suggest me. So why not is going on in America, or we are looking for that, but majority is that. But very sorry to say that we has not developed in such up to mark like this. Two or three organizations are working here. All this, some one is giant. They are doing business also. They don't have any headache to spread the concept, right? They're doing that's like they're doing like this. Very big. Our many chief justices of Bangladesh are with them. Maybe I visited that center. Maybe they do the international this like this, but very big dispute. But what's about the rest? Who will take this rest of the dispute? And Bima and also BIMS. Sharmaji is from BIMS. And they're doing. And Sharmaji BIMS is doing excellent work on the training program like this. And they're giving training to the judicial officers with the help of our Honorable Justice of the Appellate Division, Imam Ali Sir. But we are doing in our way. This is how this is what is happening here in Bangladesh about community mediation, right? And judicial mediation here. But people now, last 5 years, people have become very much interested, very much interested. They love it. They come to us. They always encounter this situation because people are really angry. People are really angry of the court system. Okay, because once a case is filed, it takes minimum 10 years in civil case, minimum 10 years. It's a matter of huge money, huge time. That's okay. This is the some gossip, right? This is some gossip from Bangladesh. So you can ask, right?
Sir, I just have one question.
Yes.
You said that in family court, you have this pre-trial section 10.
Yes.
And then section 13 is post-trial, right?
Yes.
So, which means pre-trial is something like what you talked about, right? Mediation, court annex mediation? Before going to the court?
Yes, you rightly pointed out, we have two sections, pre-trial and post-trial, right?
Yeah.
So it's a court-connected area. Judge is the mediator. Okay. So when the pre-trial, the judges just anchoring, basically it's not mediation at all because judge provokes them, right? So here you can go the judges only give some ideas. You can settle this like this, but it is not provision of mediation like this. Okay. Everybody we know that mediation is always decision by the parties themselves, not the third party, right? We are mediator, only the anchoring the session, right? Just facilitator, not only. But here the judges, I was family mediator for 3 years. So when the party comes, first of all, most of them very needy people, right? So husband and wife comes, right? So I then give some advice, right? So you have a daughter. So if the family is broken up, then your daughter will be in problem. There is a problem when she will be adult, right? So mom become touchy. She becomes very sorry, and sometimes okay sir, I'm ready. I was okay sir. Yes sir, but this is not mediation work at all. Okay, this is I advise them. Give some advices, right? So 1 day, 2 day, or 3 days, they become okay, sir. We are happy. Okay, so let us write a settlement agreement. Agreement is very simple. The family ties will be intact. Okay, nobody Nobody should rival to them. But after getting getting the settlement 1 year or 6 months or 2 months, again there's a problem. So this is the this is the just some advising to the parties in pre-trial, right? And after pre-trial and post-trial, the same thing again. The approach is like that. We are concluding the litigation. Already deposition is okay, witness is okay. So we are finally ready to pronounce the judgment. This is the last chance to think once again. Then the party, okay, sir. Then again some consultation with them, and the judges himself making them understanding. It will be better for you, both of you, if the if this is blah blah blah. Okay. So this is happening in actually family, but nothing else. But in that way, I settled at least 20 to 25 disputes in that time, right? In family cases, like this. Okay. Next question, please.
You said about the BIMAC. Is that any legal aid centers in your country which assist or which encourage mediation, sir?
BIMAC.
Or any legal aid centers in your country?
Yes, we have legal aid center, state legal aid center. We have state. The government has set up legal aid center in every district. We have 64 districts in Bangladesh. District means it's a administrative unit, right? Okay. Whole Bangladesh is divided into 64 districts. So every district has a legal aid office where a very it's a junior officer like this, having 2 or 3 or 5 years experience. Judicial officer is posted there to conduct the cases like this, mediation, to do mediation. And in legal aid center, most cases are family matters, and they're doing fantastic in family matters. And family matters, family issues are the best money. That is, family cases are the top in rank, settled by mediators, mediations, right?
Okay. Do you conduct mediation courses there? The legal aid is also encouraging the awareness programs and conducting training programs to all the advocates.
Yes, exactly. BIMAC has 3 types of activities. BIMAC has training programs. BIMAC has awareness building programs. BIMAC has area service, right? So we do provide area service to the people needed it, and we give some training programs, some trainings to build up some future mediators. And we have also some awareness building program. We do many awareness building programs. We go to the bar, every bar. We sit with the lawyers. We sit with even we go to the law colleges, right? Law departments. Why? To change their mindset up. Because the students, business students or law students, he who is a student now, after 5 years, he became a mediator. He became a professional. So mindset has to be changed. So from that persuasion, we go to the law college, law department, the various professionals. Nowadays, we are going to the business community like this. Managerial capacity, person who has managerial capacity, because he is the right man. Suppose he is an industry, he is a manager of the industry, right, or the owner of the industry. So he has 200 employees. It is who take the decision. When a dispute, it's just his decision. Okay, sit down in the mediation case. So I feel training or concepts of mediation should be given to the manager, or the owner of the company,
yes.
right?
Good.
So I will going to them also.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Just trying
so
to
one question I have.
Yes.
You said that you do some mediation for fishermen community.
Yes.
You started doing some mediation for the fishermen community. What sort of disputes which you come across?
Yes. Fishermen community. Fishermen are very poor, right? They take some money in advance from the resource. Yes, it's called Mahajan, right? is a rich businessman. Meaning, rich businessman gives some money in advance to the fishermen to buy net and to live their livelihood. When there is very hard, because in fish in river there is no scope to get many fishes, but there is a season for fishing, right? In off season there's very hard to live by the fishermen, so they have to take advance money from the rich men on the condition that they will give the fish what they catches to this shop, right? So dispute is like that. The men who give advance money always pay less to the fishermen. Suppose Hilsa is very valuable fish, right? If the fish, if Hilsa fish is one is for like suppose 1,000 rupee, he is giving only 150. So this is a dispute. He is entitled to get at least 200 or 50 or 500 like this. But it's an exploration by the rich man in the terms of giving advance. So there is a dispute. Okay. So they come to me, they come to us, and we say no. But the market value is like that. You have to you have to make profit, but not so much profit. Okay. Depriving the fishermen. We have some this idea, and we are doing, because my native village is in the bank of river Padma, where there's lots of hilsa, but agony is that the fisherman is being ill-treated. Okay.
Okay.
Good insights it was about fishermen community.
Yes. And now we are going to the garments worker also. Garments, Bangladesh has is a garments industry, many garments industry. So thousands of people are working in garments sector. So there is a dispute, and the garments worker is very poor, and they are not have any power to fight with the owners, right? So there is I feel if there is a center in the garments area, so they can come easily, right? So we are setting up a center in the garments area very soon. This is the community. This is the community working we're doing. So we're just trying to change, and just trying to change the society and give the ideas. This should be the real focus in mediation sector, because I mentioned one thing again. We have to create work space at first. Okay, if we don't have any work space, so why the training is necessary? What the trained person will do in the locally, but internationally we have lots of cases, because the more people, the more disputes. the India has many people, so disputes more. Bangladesh, we have more people, disputes more. So there is a very, very fertile land to explore mediation. Problem is that we are not giving the concept to the Lydian people. One thing is that advocates are in many cases they are the barriers. They have some fear to lose, but although it is not true, but they do. So we are connecting the lawyers like this. Please do the like this.
Sir, you said 700 judges in your country on the whole.
1700.
1700s. I'm sorry. 1700s.
Right.
What about the mediators, sir? Trained, accredited mediators, sir? How many of them are there in your country?
Very poor.
Oh.
Sorry to say. But we have lots of work space. So I'm giving an example. Like India and Bangladesh border is a Sylhet, right? Assam, like this border.
Yes,
we have some business. We have some business with India. It's a stone, right? Stone and coal comes from India to my country.
Okay.
I talked to the Eastern businessman there. What do you do when the problem is arises? They have nothing to say, sir. We don't have. We got a middleman in the business. So we I'm going to Indian border, Bangladesh border, Jukikon, like Sylhet area, Assam area.
Oh.
Huge
Oh.
business on Eastern. You can
Oh.
you can catch, right? I'm going to there. So if there is a
Oh.
problem, how can we mediate? Problem is that people don't know what is mediation, what is the concept, how it is going on, right? So we can catch. One businessman called me, sir, you do
Oh.
this, but we have some lots of problems with Indian people. How? What's the problem? Sir, we purchase stone and coal from India. So if it is business, so
Like that.
sometimes. So my question was like that. How can you solve this? Sir is a middleman, like one businessman.
Oh.
He like this. So we are going to them. He's also a community, like community in a community in a specific area. So now this is happening. Any
Oh,
any any
thank
any
you.
idea? Any
Thank you,
idea?
sir. Thank you so
Welcome,
much.
welcome, welcome.
Okay.
Shamaji,
Sharma, and
Sharmaji.
we do have one of our mediators. She's also present here, Ramapriya. She visited your country, sir, on the labor laws. What about
Oh,
the labor laws? Ramapriya, are you there? She can also share her because she visited your
oh yes.
country
Yes,
last before year. Uh,
yes.
she's
Our government has given much uh, uh, priority to settle the labor disputes by mediation.
uh,
So we have a
yes.
every labor court has a mediation center, and this is the only case where beside the court there is a center, right?
Oh,
If there is a labor court, there is a mediation center. So
oh, okay.
only this, yes. But other center. In India, you have Supreme Court mediation center in Supreme Court, but we don't have. In district court, you have, but I don't have, right? I don't have.
Mm.
If I want to build up, if I want to build up a mediation center in a district court area, so I have to get permission from blah 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 blah. Right? So
Yes,
I
yes,
once Lala Lapali from India, right? I
yes,
meet
yes,
her
yes.
in two times, in one in America and one in Singapore. She
Okay.
told me, Halim, I took 20 years. 20 years I have to fight. And you guy has to fight more 25 years, more 20 years, because it is
True.
very difficult to
Yes.
change the mindset of right.
True.
Because we are the British colony, we just believe in
Yes.
court, nothing else.
True.
We
Yes.
hear, but don't want to accept any change.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Any other questions in the chat box, or shall we conclude? Revati ji, Mohan, just check it. Any questions in the
Ramapriya,
chat box?
Yeah,
Ramapriya
I
was.
just wanted to ask about mediation in labor cases, as you rightly pointed out, Dhanlakshmi. So,
Yes.
so how far has mediation been successful in resolving cases of garment workers, fishermen, and all that? Is it a very sought after mode? Do people prefer that, or are they, I mean, lawyers resistant to mediation in labor cases?
Yes. First of all, in fishermen cases, disputes is very pity in nature, right? Very pity in nature. The poor man took suppose 50,000 rupee from the rich man. Now he is being deprived. His claim is like that. Okay. So here is this has been half an hour discussion. No lawyer needed at all. Just mediator and the man give him in loan in advance and the fisherman. It's a just little bit increasing price like this. Okay, it's very simple, and it the success rate is you will be astonished. Its success rate is almost 95%. 95%, because it is the rich man making much profit. Just he is giving little bit more to the poor fisherman. It's out of his generosity or like this anyway. but problem is solved, and the fisherman is satisfied. So problem. So our satisfaction is like that. The fisherman himself is satisfied by getting some money from this man. So that's why the 95%, 95%. Yes, I saw. In labor cases also, the poor garments worker, what are the dispute? Disputes like that. Suddenly the garments was laid off or closed, even without giving any notice, without giving any payment to them. And you know, the garments owner is a very rich man here. They are very rich from two sides. They are making profit by garments industry, and in another side is like that they are getting loan from the bank, huge loan. And it's a culture of the third world country is like that, getting loan from the bank. Their tendency is like not to pay the money to the bank back. So when the government give pressures, bank give pressures, they say that, oh, I am the loser, I am losing business. So, but he transferred his money to another sector. When he has a suppose premium car, now he is driving a suppose Porsche car. How? In the government, in the bank's register, he is losing everything. He is nothing to pay. Otherwise, on the other side, he is driving a very valuable car. So how? That means his money is transferred to another sector, right? Okay. So this garments worker, they have 2 or 3 months. It's money compensation, as it is very petty money compensation. Sometimes it is settled, but its rate is not like fishermen disputes. It's very 50, 45, 44 like this, because it's very hard to catch the rich men. They don't want to pay money, right? So suppose 100 rupee or 500. Okay, I'm giving 500 rupee in more, right? Or 1,000 like this. And the poor people, I actually don't have anything to say. And Bima does this service without charge to the garments worker and fishermen workers. And
Yes, sir.
our dedicated young
Thank
people.
you. Yes.
Bima has some dedicated young
Thank
people,
you.
right? Young
Yeah.
loyal young people, they do it. And
Yes, sir.
just getting my inspiration, and they are with me. They're always with me like this.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I am Dhanalakshmi, advocate and mediator. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much for your time, and you truly appreciate you and your time you spent with us today. Though we had a mediation program from 4 o'clock, our participants continuously joined this program, and thank you so much. On behalf of Tamil Nadu Mediators and Conciliators Association, I thank you so much, sir. In fact, you are so much interested and you had a passion towards mediation, which before evolution in your country, you have taken so much steps to mediate many disputes in your country. That shows your interest in towards mediation, sir. Thank you so much, and you shared all the points what you have experienced in your country. Thank you so much for sharing every other questions and answered so nicely, patiently, sir. And I also thank all the participants who patiently listen and join this webinar. Thank you so much, and thank the technicians Kavita and Revati Ji Mohan and Malathi. Thank you so much. You really presented the invitation, etc. Thank you so much, sir, and thank you one and all. Stay safe. Good night. Bye
Thank you,
bye.
thank you.
Thank you.
Just a second. Thank you very much. And I
Yes,
am
sir.
honored. I am so much honored by having invitation by you. And thank you very much, Devotiji and the organizer. Sharmaji have all the seniors, mediators. I am junior to you, but I am sharing some information with you. Always I am learning. Always I am learning, and I am the learner. Or I am always learner. So we are in one global place. We have some in one common platform like EMW. It's our sprite. So we are here, and also as we are the same under the same laws, almost like same laws, British laws that we have. So we have scope, many scopes to work together, right? We have Bangladesh, India have too much business. I personally have many relations from my family have business with India. I personally travel lots of time India, right? So
Oh, sure.
where
Thank
there
you.
is business, there is a dispute. And where there is a dispute, there may be a
There is
chance
mediation.
of adapting mediation.
Mediation.
So we have much space to work together. If we work together, I'm sure we can change our society. And we are the change maker, right? We
Sure, sure.
definitely
Super.
will change our society today
Yes.
and tomorrow. Like
Sure.
Rotary. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you
Thank you.
very much.
Thank you
Welcome,
so
sir.
much. Thank you.
Namaskar.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Namaste,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining
Thank you,
us.
sir. Thank you.